The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Thelrax of the Vexeri Empire entered, his daughter Ivy gliding beside him. The young Vexeri female moved with practiced grace, her crystalline skin shimmering under the station's artificial lights, but her eyes held a distant quality disconnected from the symphony of sound that filled the diplomatic hub. Ivy had been deaf since birth, a rarity among her species. The Vexeri possessed hearing so acute they could detect the heartbeat of prey from hundreds of meters away. For Ivy, that gift had never manifested. Her father had consulted the finest physicians across 12 star systems, subjected her to countless scans and procedures, yet nothing explained her condition. Every biological marker suggested her auditory system was perfect. It simply didn't work. Albi-chan leaned against the maintenance corridor wall, watching the diplomatic procession through the transparent aluminum viewport. The former human marine had seen enough action in the frontier wars to earn an early retirement, though at 32, retirement meant contract work as a station engineer. His cybernetic left arm whirred softly as he adjusted the toolkit on his belt, a souvenir from a plasma grenade that had nearly ended him on Kepler 4-4b. He'd been about to return to fixing the climate control system when he noticed something odd. Around Ivy's head, barely visible even to his augmented vision, was a faint distortion like heat shimmer, but wrong. Albi had seen enough cloaking technology to recognize active camouflage when he saw it. His instincts screamed danger. Without thinking, Albi moved. He pushed through the service entrance into the main corridor, his heavy boots echoing off the deck plates. Security officers immediately tensed, hands moving to weapons, but Albi wasn't looking at them. He was looking at Ivy, and at the thing wrapped around her head that nobody else could see. "Stop right there, human," a security drone warbled, its weapons primed. Ambassador Thelrax raised a clawed hand, his translator rendering his clicking speech into galactic standard. "What is the meaning of this interruption?" Albi ignored the protocol breach, his eyes locked on Ivy. "Sir, your daughter, there's something on her, something that shouldn't be there." The ambassador's protective instincts flared. "How dare you approach Dad? Let him speak." Ivy's voice was flat, the way deaf people spoke without auditory feedback, but her multifaceted eyes studied Albi with sudden intensity. She couldn't hear him, but she could read the urgency in his body language. Albi took a careful step closer, his cybernetic hand moving slowly, deliberately. "I did 2 tours in Xenotech intelligence. Saw things most people don't believe exist. Miss, there's a parasitic device attached to your auditory cortex. It's cloaked, feeding off your neural energy. That's why you can't hear." The corridor erupted in chaos. Guards shouted, weapons raised, but Ambassador Thelrax held up both hands. "Impossible. She's been scanned thousands of times, not with military-grade scanners designed to detect shroud tech," Albi said quietly. He tapped his temple, where a barely visible implant glowed beneath his skin. "Standard medical equipment can't see them. They're designed that way. Whoever put that on her knew exactly what they were doing." Ivy's hands trembled. Through her father's translator, she signed rapidly. "Can you remove it?" Albi met her gaze. In those alien eyes, he saw the same desperation he'd seen in wounded Marines, the need to believe in one more miracle. "I can try, but it's going to hurt, and I need you to trust me completely." The ambassador looked between his daughter and this scarred human veteran. Every instinct told him to refuse, to call proper medical staff, to follow protocol. But something in the human's eyes, a certainty born from seeing too much death, made him pause. "Do it," Ivy signed, her decision made before her father could object. Albi activated his cybernetic arm's precision mode, fingers splitting into microsurgical tools. "This is going to feel strange. Don't move, no matter what." He reached out, his augmented vision isolating the parasitic device. To everyone else, he was reaching toward empty air beside Ivy's head. His fingers found purchase on something invisible, and he pulled the device fought back. Ivy's body went rigid, her mouth opening in a silent scream as neural feedback cascaded through her system. Albi gritted his teeth, his arms servos whining as he applied steady pressure. The shroud parasite had burrowed deep, its tendrils wrapped around her auditory pathways like strangling vines. "Almost there," he growled, sweat beading on his forehead. "Come on, you bastard." With a wet, tearing sensation, the device came free. Albi held it up, and for a brief moment, everyone could see it a writhing, biomechanical horror that looked like a cross between a spider and a circuit board. Then it disintegrated into ash, its cloaking field failing as it died. Ivy collapsed. Her father caught her, and then her eyes widened. Her hands flew to her head, covering her ears as if the sensation was overwhelming. When she finally lowered them, tears streamed down her crystalline face. "I can hear," she whispered, her voice now modulated, controlled, alive with emotion. "Father, I can hear your heartbeat. I can hear everything." The ambassador looked at Albie, and the human saw something he'd rarely witnessed from the normally stoic Vexeri: raw, overwhelming gratitude. "How did you know?" Thelrax asked. Albie's expression darkened. "Because I've seen what the Shroud Collective does to prisoners. They silence people literally and figuratively. Whoever put that on her wanted to handicap a diplomat's daughter, wanted to give you a weakness." He paused. "You've got enemies, Ambassador. Human intel can help you find them." As station security swarmed to investigate, Ivy approached Albie. She moved differently, now confident, aware, drinking in every sound like precious water. "Thank you," she said, and the words carried the weight of a lifetime of silence broken. Albie nodded, a ghost of a smile on his weathered face. "Just another day's work, ma'am." But as he walked back to his maintenance duties, he couldn't help but think, humanity might not have the most advanced technology or the longest history in the galaxy, but sometimes, human stubbornness, human pattern recognition, and human refusal to accept the impossible that made all the difference, and in the cold equations of galactic politics, that made humanity far more dangerous than any empire realized.